Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Team Luke1665 Gaming here, back with another NFL Game Picks video. Also, quick reminder: I think I'm streaming either tonight or tomorrow. Don't have an exact time, but I will likely be streaming tomorrow or later on tonight. But we're gonna get on with the game picks. Week 10. And also on Sunday, I think I'm Sunday morning. I have to do week 11 game picks because I'm not gonna be on my setup until Friday night. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have to jam this real quick as well. But unfortunately, we are gonna start right now. So the toilet bowl of the year: the Panthers and the Bears. Our defense is going to be really banged up in this game, so I have no idea what to expect. So we're going to need probably an offensive masterclass if we're going to have any chance to win this game. But the Bears quarterback is Tyson Badgett. And honestly, he might, I don't know what I'm going to expect from this game. I'm just hoping we win. But, yeah, if we can't beat Chicago, we're probably gonna have to. Frank Reich might be a one and done. Look, I want to give the man time, but I think the real more problem than Frank Reich is Scott Fitter, our GM right now. But yeah, eventually probably Frank Reich is not gonna be our guy. So yeah. But anyway, I think we win this game and go to, I believe, 2-7 on the year, and the Bears will fall to 2-8. I think we win 20-17. It's gonna be a close fight, I think. But if we can't beat the Bears, we clearly got a problem, like a huge problem with this team, and I just don't know what's gonna happen if like who's gonna be our rebuild. Like, if I'm being honest, I think we're gonna be a good team in the coming years with Bryce Young probably developing properly. But I just hope we don't mess this up. Alright, Germany game number 2 and the final international game of the season. We got the Colts and the Patriots. I have heard rumors that Bill Belichick is in jeopardy of his final game as a coaching if they lose, and I think they will lose. Actually, I think the Colts will beat New England to go to 5-5, and I think the Colts will win 23-21, as Bill Belichick could be fired after this game if they lose. So if Bill wants to stay safe, at least for now, he needs to beat the Colts. But other than that, I don't think that happens. So I think the Colts will move to 5-5, and New England is gonna fall to 2-8 on the year. And our next game, I think, is the Browns and the Ravens. In this one, I think Cleveland is not gonna be upsetting Baltimore in this one. I think they go out and prove why they're the best team in the AFC again. Honestly, this could be a trap game for Baltimore, but honestly, I just see Baltimore winning in this one. But I can honestly see a potential upset. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I have Baltimore winning this game 34-17, as they will climb to 8-2 and Cleveland falls to 5-4. And our next game is Houston at Cincinnati. This is gonna be a really tight game. Cincinnati is also in jeopardy of not having its top 2 wide receivers in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins for against the Houston Texans. Either way, I don't think C.J. Stroud will beat the Bengals. I mean, this is really possible how their defense is, but I don't know. But we're going to have to wait and see. But I think the Bengals will win in a thriller game by winning by the final 32-27 in a dogfight of a battle between these two heavy load offenses. The next game we have is another huge potential upset, and the 49ers could be in trouble if they lose this game, is the 49ers and the Jaguars. Honestly, with Chase Young being involved now, and the 49ers are probably not going to lose another game. I don't know. They'll probably lose again eventually, I think. Or they might just go, like, undefeated throughout the remainder of the season. But the 49ers need to wake up, and I think this is what they're going to do against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they're still a good team. I think the Jaguars are going to put up points because the 49ers defense has been in a little slump. But I think the 49ers offense is going to rebound by scoring 34 points against the Jaguars defense. And as you know, the previous couple games against the Vikings and Bengals, they allowed 22 points and 31. And I think they'll allow some points to Jacksonville. But this is going to be a huge win against a pretty scary Jaguars defense. But I think the Niners will win this game by a final score of 34-23, and Jacksonville is going to fall short, and they'll fall to 6-3, and the Niners will go to 6-3. Next game we have is the Saints and the Vikings. Vikings win, game-winning field goal, 27-24, and a back-and-forth game. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think the Vikings get a game-winning field goal, and they will get a big win with Josh Dobbs, and the momentum skyrockets even more, and they'll continue to grow. Saints, on the other hand, they're going to lose this game. They're going to stay in first place, I think. They'll go to 5-5 in their division, and Minnesota will go to 6-4. Next game we have is the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am going with the Packers here to win it 17-6 in a low-scoring game. Steelers' offense is really pathetic, and this could be the game that Matt Canada does get fired, but it probably will not be, if I'm being honest. If Matt Canada does even get fired, I would probably assume it would be next season. So yeah, I really don't know when this man's gonna get fired, but I don't think they're gonna beat Green Bay. I mean, their defense is not gonna allow many points. It's probably gonna be a real low-scoring game, but the Steelers' offense is on another level of horrible with Matt Canada calling plays, and I think this is gonna be a dumpster fire game for him, and the fans are just gonna chant "Fire Canada." And they're going to lose this game 17-6. And the final morning window game of the week is Tennessee at Tampa Bay. And honestly, I see this being another close game. We have some pretty interesting close games in the morning window. But personally, I think Tennessee will win this game by a final score of 27-23. But I think Tampa Bay falls short, and their playoff chances are getting slimmer each game. Tennessee will go to 4-5, and Tampa Bay is gonna fall to 3-6. And I think it'll be a close fight. I think it's gonna be an offensive battle again, and Baker Mayfield just can't seem to win with the defense choking each and every game. It feels like, but Tampa Bay's defense is gonna need to step up, and I don't know if they're going to do it. We're just going to have to wait and see. But Tennessee will win this game 27-23. And the next game we have is Kyler Murray's debut since from coming back from a torn ACL. Cardinals-Falcons. And honestly, I think this is going to be a huge upset for Arizona. They'll get their second win of the year. I just don't see it. And also, Arthur Smith is really on the hot seat. His seat is going to get massive hot. I think the Falcons already had their bye. I don't know. Oh, you know what? If they lose this game, honestly, I could see Arthur Smith getting fired as well because they're going into a bye week. And then their schedule's going to get easier. And that's how they're going to probably get into the playoffs, by firing Arthur Smith because he's not using his best players on the team because he hates fantasy football. But honestly, I just see it being a close game, and I think Arizona's going to get a big win, and they'll go to 2-8, and Atlanta falls to 4-6 with their disaster season continuing. Next up we have is Detroit at the Chargers, and I think Detroit puts up a statement win to probably get a big win. I think they'll beat the Chargers 33-17 in a pretty much a blowout game. I think the Lions offense is gonna steamroll the Chargers defense. And I think the Chargers offense is not gonna do much either in this game. They'll put up 2 touchdowns and a field goal, but I just don't see it. I just don't know what to do for this game. But honestly, I think Detroit steamrolls them easily. Next up we have is the Giants and the Cowboys. Yeah, we're just gonna get this over with right now, 37-0. I'm not watching this game at all. Probably I might have to deal with it on my red zone. But, yeah, other than that, I'm not watching that game. And the final Sunday window game is Commanders-Seahawks. I might keep an eye on this. I really don't know, but it's going to be a close game. I think the Commanders are going to fall short and fall to 4-6, and the Seahawks are going to get to go to 6-3. But honestly, this could be another trap game for Seattle, and Washington could steal a win and go to 5-5 and keep somehow their season alive after trading Chase Young and Montez Sweat, but they still have 3 more games after the Seahawks game to play before they get their bye. And it's not going to be easy either, because they're going to have to travel to Seattle and play against a loud crowd, and their defense is going to probably sack Sam Howell like 20 times, it feels like, because their offensive line's made out of paper. Like, you see how many times Sam Howell's getting sacked per game? I think it's like, he's averaging, I think they average like, 5 sacks a game? He has 44 sacks allowed on the season. 6 against Arizona, 4 against Denver, 9 against Buffalo, 5 against Philly, 5 against Chicago, 5 against Atlanta, 6 against the Giants, 1 against Philly, and 3 against New England. And if you go to Seattle, I think it's going to be a masterclass game for their defense. I think they're still going to allow points, but they're going to get sacks out of it too, I think, if I'm being dead honest. But they have a total of 27 sacks. I think this is going to be like a huge game for Seattle's defense by allowing sacks. 34-24. Next up, Jets-Raiders. Jets needed this to win badly, but I don't know if they're going to win this game. I think they do. They're going to win 20-16, I think, but I'm also taking the Raiders on my pool because I don't know who's going to win this game at all. I really don't. I really don't, because, like, who knows what's up with the Raiders now. Because who knows what's going to happen. And then Denver at Buffalo. Close game. Buffalo wins 28-23. And these are my Week 10 NFL game picks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah. Stream possibly tonight or tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.